Hey friends, what's up and welcome back. Today is going to be a get ready with me. Haven't done one of those in a few weeks, I think. Maybe it hasn't been that long anyways, but I have been so missing Colourpop, and I was just so excited when they released their new palettes, glosses, blushes at Ulta a few weeks ago. It's been about 3 weeks, so this is really not like new, but it's new enough, especially since Colourpop usually releases like weekly to bi-weekly, but I've truly been missing it. Honestly, yes, it's frequent, but that gives me more to choose from. I don't have to buy each and everything. I can kind of, oh, that's for me, that's not. And so when they released these bad boys, I was like, finally. As an update, if you were not already aware, they have reopened their warehouse distribution center so that they can start fulfilling orders and things like that, which is great news. I am ready to get my Mulan palette. I'm excited about that. But we're just going to kind of chit chat. We're going to play with some makeup today, just kind of use some of this new Colourpop stuff. Just for reference, I will be primarily using the She's Got Solstice palette. I can't even tell you how much I would recommend this one. It is so good, so easy to work with. It's so beautiful. It's feminine, it's pretty. These tones just make my skin look so healthy. The other one, this one we're not going to use, All Things Equinox. It's okay. It's not my favorite Colourpop palette of life, and quite frankly, if the Ulta stores were open, I'd probably go return it. There's a couple I really like, but just not enough to be over the moon like this one. Anyway, so we're gonna play with that, and then, excuse me for a moment. Wow, haven't had something like that happen in a really long time. Well, that just tells you the gloss is really sticky, because that's what I'm wearing. We're also gonna use this gloss. My first time with a Colourpop gloss. Now, granted, I have used it several times in the past. It's actually in my favorites video for the month of April, but it's my first Colourpop Luxe gloss in general. So anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and use these Colourpop products, and then some that already exist, you know, that definitely aren't new, but it's gonna be a Colourpop kind of day. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so we've got plenty to play with. I am gonna do this as like a chit chat get ready with me. Yeah, and we'll just kind of hang out, play with a little bit of makeup, Colourpop that I have been missing so much. So let's just go ahead and get started. I am going to, so my brows are obviously already done. I'm going to start with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This is what I'm going to use as my base, just because I'm trying to keep it as Colourpop as I can. But, you know, it won't be a full face of Colourpop, but it'll be pretty close. So we're going to use blush and highlight and all of that stuff. And I'm just going to smooth this out. I have been missing the heck out of Colourpop. Granted, I know people are not, a lot of people aren't fans of the frequency of their releases. I am, because I love the quality of their shadows and it gives me more to choose from. It doesn't mean I'm going to go out and buy every single release, but it gives me the option of something that I'm going to really like, and it's something to look forward to. I mean, really, it's something to look forward to. Okay, so I've laid that down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little moisturizer on my face just while we do the eyes, and that way it's ready to go. I'm just going to use my Milk vegan, what's this called? The Vegan Milk Moisturizer. This is one of my favorites. It's so good. It's very rich, like very rich, super thick, but I love it. It makes my fin. I don't know when I turned into a mermaid, but okay. It makes my skin feel so hydrated, so moisturized. It's really lovely. Now granted, the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream is still my favorite when it comes to like super rich, but this runs a very close second. So for palette, I think we're gonna go in, I featured this in my favorites. So it's new, but it's not brand new. We're talking about, I don't know, 3 weeks or so. So She's Got Solstice is my preferred out of the two. And then there's All Things Equinox. And this is what this one looks like. So it's definitely more of a purple type of palette. It's got like one of those blue-brown pigment type of shades. but this is the one that really stole the show for me. It is so pretty, and it's, to me, got more shades that are unique to Colourpop. So for example, this Mars shade is like an olive green that I don't have anything like that in my Colourpop collection. And so this one also, Estrella, is that Estrella? Yeah. So Estrella is also very, very lovely compared to the other shades in the whole Colourpop lineup. It reminds me very much of that shade in the Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette. It was like one of the only shades I liked, but I wasn't crazy about the finish. And this to me is right up that alley as far as tone. So I think maybe we'll mix a little bit. Maybe we won't. So we're gonna go ahead and play with this one. Let me grab some brushes and let's start putting this on together. So I'd love to say tell me how you've been, but I won't be able to hear you right away, so tell me how you've been in the comments below. I hope y'all have been good. I hope that regardless of the situation, right here, Nova is what I'm going to use with a blending brush. One of y'all had asked me in the comments not too long ago to let you know what brush I'm using. So I'm sorry, I typically just tell you what type, but it's a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH33. I've got such a hodgepodge of brushes that I typically don't even look to see what it is. So if it helps you out, then I definitely will continue letting you know a little bit more exact. So anyways, I hope y'all are doing well. If you have a swimming pool at your house, I'm highly jelly. We use the community pool, which obviously is closed right now, and I don't know, something tells me it'll be closed for the summer. But yeah, so I really do miss, especially right now in the super hot South Texas heat, I wish I had a pool to just lay out by and get some sun. I ended up getting the Isle of Paradise self-tanning drops from Sephora during the sale, which that haul will be up shortly in probably just a couple days. But yeah, so I tried it on my legs last night, and my legs have color. I'm so excited. Y'all don't know. Like, my husband says I'm probably the whitest Mexican girl out there because, well, I'm Mexican, but super fair. So the nice thing about that, though, is that I tan very quickly and very nicely. So anyways, but yeah, so that's what we've got going on. I kind of want to use the shade Earth Angel, this pinky matte shade, like on the inner portion of the eye. This is an IT Cosmetics, who knows? It's a crease, all it says is crease brush, I promise. I'm not cheating y'all out of the name, I just don't know what it is. It's like a pencil. It was part of a holiday collection a couple years ago. Anyways, I'm just gonna go in with this right in here, just like that. Super pretty. This palette is very like dreamy, and Colourpop has said, I got an email that they're gonna start fulfilling orders. I guess they've been able to, based on certain guidelines, reopen their distribution center. So I'm waiting for my order to ship that I had placed before all this went down. And it was the Mulan palette and the Making Mauves palette. And so I've been wondering, like, okay, how much of that is going to be similar to, you know, to this, just because I don't think they're going to be exact, but like even this purpley one, like I wonder. So next up, I'm trying to think what I want to do. I think I'm going to go in with the shade Super Stardust. This is probably my favorite in the palette. It runs pretty close with this olive green, but it is very, very pretty. It's not a Supershock, but it is highly, highly metallic. So I'm trying to think what I want to do here, because oh my gosh, do you see how amazing that is? I also want to use the peachy pink that I showed you. So incredible. This shade is probably one of my favorite shades and formulas that Colourpop has ever done. The metallic in this shade is something you can't even get in a lot of high-end palettes, which to me says a lot. Not only that, sometimes I feel like I don't like the quality as much in the ones they do when they pair with Ulta, but that is not the case for this. All right, before we add that pink shade, I'm going to go in with the shade Chromosphere. This is the deepest one in the palette, and obviously it's like a chestnut brown, so it's not insanely deep. So if you're looking to really smoke out a look, then you would have to supplement, and I have found that with the other palette as well. I'm going to go in with a Morphe, what is this? I don't know. This is just a Morphe blending brush, but it doesn't say what it is. It was part of a set. But anyways, I'm going to pick up that shade, and I am just going to place this back here. Sorry guys, super predictable. Nothing super spectacular going on the eyes today. So it's funny because even as much as makeup makes me feel so much better and I feel so put together and it kind of lifts the spirits, like even knowing that, I still have had a little bit of trouble just finding the motivation to do makeup every day. Like I've been doing makeup on days that I film, and then that's pretty much it. Like legit, I'm still struggling to find that motivation because I just feel like, you know, I guess not necessarily what's the point, but kind of, you know? And I know some of y'all are doing it just in order to lift your spirits and feel good about yourselves, and I just can't muster that motivation up. So anyways, it's the boat I'm in. Also, just y'all know what a geek I am about Disney and Disney World, and it just has really bummed me out that, I mean, we wouldn't be going during this time anyways, but just the fact that I know that they're closed has been bumming me out, because I mean, we typically plan our trips for later in the year, but yeah, so I don't know, just there's that. But I gotta tell y'all, it has been awesome. Like the whole quarantine thing has been awesome in the sense that, and I'm sorry if you find this dumb, but just spending time with our dog, because you know, I mean, their lives are so short that just being able to spend all day every day with him has been nice. I'm gonna miss it when everything kind of goes back to some sort of normal. Anyways, so that's that. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Estrella now, and I'm gonna go in, I want a little small brush. I don't know if this is as small as I want, but so I'm gonna pick some of that up. This is again from that same Morphe set. It's a tiny little detailer brush, and I'm just gonna pick up some of that shade and place it right here. Gosh, that's so pretty. This palette is just, it really blows my mind that it's only $14. I don't even know how that's possible, but it makes me miss Colourpop even more because it makes me wonder what all they would have been releasing during this time. Who knows? But this is so pretty. So now I'm going to go back in with the shade Super Stardust right here because I lost some of that when I added a little bit of the pink. That usually happens to me, seems. And I'm just going to kind of go back and hopefully not cover up the pink that I just put down, but just to add a little bit because I lost some of that sparkle too. So that looks really good. Okay, I think I'm going to do my liner and mascara off camera just because I get all up close and personal to the mirror when I do that. But just so that you know, I just picked up the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. My Lots of Lashes was done, and so I was needing a new one, and I finally picked this one up. So I'm going to see how this one works. Let me do some lashes and liner, and I'll be right back. Okay, my eyes pretty much are done. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of this So Serious shade. Super cute. And then that same little detail brush, and I'm just going to place a little bit of this on the inner corner before I forget. I typically don't do like the brow bone. Maybe we'll do a little bit today, but that's something I typically forget to do or just don't care to do. I don't know. I guess I never feel like it gives me as much of like an oomph as I would care for. I don't know. Obviously, it's unimportant to me if I, for the most part, don't ever do it. So There we go. I went in with that same shade. As far as the mascara, I put on my lashes before I went in with mascara, so I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Now, let's go ahead and go in with a little bit of foundation. So let's start with concealer. I've been doing concealer first just because of the dark under eye circles. It's like they've gotten worse. And so I've been going in with concealer first. I have an order coming in for the CC or the corrector by Tarte. We'll see if that does anything. I've never used one before. So this one is Coconut Flakes. In the shade Coconut Flakes, it's the Huda Overachiever. It's very thick, so I always go in with a little bit and I just dot it. Because if not, it can be a little cakey, which I think is what some people's gripe is, which I get it. But if you go in with too much, then yes, it will be cakey. For concealer and foundation, I use the same brush. I like how that works for me. This is the Sephora Pro Foundation 47. I've talked a lot about this brush lately. It's perfect, and I probably will end up getting another one just because when I need to rotate them out or as a backup, because this is probably the best foundation brush I have ever used. It doesn't leave anything like streaky or even cakey. And then it's like the perfect size to blend everything out. And as you notice, I can get all up in this little corner without any issues just because of the way that it's designed. It's really perfect. It's like a paw. I've told you that before. Super soft, really easy to work with. Anyways, so see, I like how it looks using concealer first, and then I don't have to worry about as much darkness. So this is the Fenty Pro Filter in the shade, let's see, 185. This is, oh, I haven't used it in a while. It's gotten kind of caked up. This is one, I'm going to do a video soon on like hyped products that I'm just no longer a fan of, like stuff that I'm going to declutter, which is crazy because either I loved them when they first came out or I just kind of got sucked into the hype when they first came out. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to be doing that soon, and you're probably going to be surprised at what you see in there. So I'm just going to smooth this out. And the reason I put this foundation in here was because it's one that I used to love this foundation, and I want to make sure that it's one I still do love. Or do I need to put it in that group of stuff that I'm going to feature in the video? All right, just going in with the new Kosas bronzer. Also picked this up during my Sephora haul, which again, you'll see this product in there here shortly too. I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite bronzer brush. It's also by the Sephora line. It's the Pro Diffuser 64. I have talked about this one also, I think in my next to last favorites, but this is perfect for applying bronzer because it's not dual fiber, but it kind of is. So it keeps you from really going overboard, which I've done before. So, oh, there's a lot of kick up on this bronzer. I don't know if you can see that, but okay. Tati mentioned she wasn't too much of a fan of this bronzer because it didn't blend out like once she placed it, but I am not having that issue, so that makes me, you know, wonder maybe like how her application was. Maybe it was over a product that didn't like this. So I can already tell you, literally after using the bronzer just that one time, that I love it. It gives the illusion almost of what I like a cream bronzer to do, to look like healthy. It's got a sheen to it, and it did take a couple of layers of me building up just because that foundation is really fair on me right now. But this is incredible. Okay, I didn't have a Colourpop bronzer to use, or I would have used that. But let's go ahead and move into the Sailor Moon Colourpop blush in the shade Cat's Eye. And we'll just grab this is a Sephora, let's see, Pro Airbrush 55. And this is what this blush looks like. So it's definitely pinky. A little bit peachy would have gone better with this look, but this is the blush I picked out for today. So let's just place this right here. And Colourpop blushes build really, really nicely. They make, at least my skin looks like really airbrushed and flawless with these blushes. Granted, the other products underneath also help, but I very much have been enjoying them. And wish I had picked up the Mulan blushes, but I'll grab those on the restock, if there is a restock. Oh, went a little hard on blush on the nose. We gotta tone that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so there we are with blush. It's really pretty. Trying to figure out what's making my skin so glowy right now. It's probably, I know part of it's the milk lotion that I put on before, but a lot of it's that bronzer, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Maleficent, Colourpop Disney Villains Maleficent highlighter. It's called Mistress of All Evil. This is my favorite highlighter by the brand. It's so, so intense, and I love a good intense highlight. So I'm just going in with my Anastasia A23. This is my preferred brush for anything highlight. Let's go in here. And I went in pretty lightly to that highlight, and you can tell it's really intense. This is gonna make my face shine like a jelly donut. Is that a thing? So it'll look glazed like a jelly donut. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this IT Cosmetics. This one also doesn't have a name. It was part of a holiday collection a couple of years ago. Are y'all noticing a trend here? I stock up on my brushes when there's really pretty good deals or really pretty bundles. Okay, I'm going to go in with the shade Earth Angel right here. I think that's the one we put in our crease, but I kind of, now I want like a better brush. I think I'm going to go in with this one. Again, a Morphe one from that same set. Apparently I'm putting that set to work today. The thing about these types of shades, like the shades I'm putting on my eyes, is that they make me look really, they make my skin look really healthy. And I know that sounds weird because your eyes are something totally different from your face, but there are certain shades that just really do that. They make my skin look healthy, and they make it look really like just glowy. Yeah, and this is these types of like pinky shades. Ooh, sorry if you got blurry there for a second. These types of pinky shades are those types. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with the, okay, let's go in with Chromosphere, this last one. Again, same brush. I don't care if the shades kind of mix a little bit. I'm not looking for perfection here. Just looking to get this all on my eyes. And sometimes, honestly, like when you mix colors like that, mix shades like that on your brush, it almost makes it look even better. Just looks, I don't know, looks better. All right, no liner on the eyes, on the lower waterline, whatever. But I do want to go in with that same mascara and see how it does. It's a very large wand. You may already be familiar with this. This is one I've been wanting to try. I think it's their latest one. But I was waiting to finish my Lots of Lashes, which is still my favorite Maybelline mascara. I did buy another one of those too in case this one didn't work out, but I don't know. It's like a very large wand. Compared to the Lots of Lashes, if you're used to the Lots of Lashes, it's a tiny little rubber wand. It's pink. It's pink till you throw it in there for the first time. But anyways, so I think I really like that. I think that's really pretty. And this was like, it was like $10 at the grocery store, and there was a 25% off coupon, so $9 minus 25%, something like that. Okay, last but not least, wow, I'm having a really good makeup day. I'm feeling really vain right now because, like, wow. Okay, let's go in with a gloss. Is this, yeah, this will go. This is really, really nice. I'm impressed. Now, granted, it's not my favorite gloss of all time, but I really like it. Like, to the point where I included it in my favorites because for the price point and for what you get, this is very impressive. This is in the shade, it came out with that same collection at Ulta, and it's in the shade Staying Up. And so it's a pinky type of shade that we're not going to put anything else on my lips but this. Because it gives you enough to where, like you can already tell, it gives you enough pigment to where it looks like that whole your lips but better thing. But no, and it has like the perfect shine for $8, and it smells good. I would definitely pick up more of these. It smells like a type of candy I used to eat when I was a kid, and I can't remember what type of candy. I don't remember, but it smells so, so good. Anyways, I love that. And it actually pairs really, really well with this palette, so with this eye look. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna skip the setting spray. I know that's a thing, but honestly, I did my hair, and if I spray setting spray, it's gonna frizz all of this up. I'm not looking to do that. Anyways, this is the final look. Just kind of played with a little bit of Colourpop because, y'all, I've been missing Colourpop. Colourpop, if you see this, I've really been missing y'all. Anyways, this one I would, for $14, highly recommend. And don't forget, with Ulta, you can use that $3.50 off coupon. It's like $3.50 off 15 or something. So honestly, if you end up buying both, you can use the coupon. But yeah, super, super amazing. Again, not surprising that it's so great. It surpasses a lot on the high-end side, and I'm just blown away by it, as usual. All right, my friends, I hope you found that just kind of fun, just maybe took a load off, just sit back and relax. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below if you did and want to see more. I film less of the Get Ready With Me's because there's more effort into, I think, into filming and editing them. That doesn't mean that there can't be more of them. They don't usually do as well. So again, if you're interested, just let me know in the comment section below. More importantly, give this video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. Real quick, before letting you go, you know I want to give you a very fast verse of the day, just in an effort to encourage you, motivate you, to let you know that Jesus loves you very, very much. It comes from 1 Samuel 16:7, and it says, "People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." I've told y'all so many times, and you know this to be true, that makeup doesn't make you pretty. It's what's on the inside that truly counts. Makeup is just an added bonus. So it is my prayer that you're being kind to people, that you're just, that you're being beautiful from the inside out. All right, my friends, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.